Hey y'all, today we are going to do something slightly different. I want to practice merge sort and also learn a couple of VSCode shortcuts along the way. So I recommend that you go get this VSCode shortcuts sheet. Depending on the OS you use, it's slightly different even when both are almost the same, both meaning like Linux and macOS. I don't think there's another OS out there except the one that like 90% of the people use, called the Windows or something. So anyways, let's get started. Cargo new merge sort. Oh great, but now code already created a folder called like that. Merge. No, I didn't create a folder. So cargo new merge sort. Nice. And now we're going to open that project with VSCode. To maximize, you do Command Control F. There you go. And we are going to create a new file. And we're going to call it merge. That's it. So let's call it. I'm not sure how to use a shortcut to like save a folder within the src folder, but that's okay. Merge.rs. Perfect. So we are going to structure our code as follows. We are going to create the merge sort function, and as you know, merge sort is a recursive algorithm that requires a merge array function. So you have merge, you have the like your public interface, which is just merge sort, which takes an input as a, which is a vector of, we're going to start with just integers, and returns another vector, which is a sorted version of the input. We're going to increase that font size by pressing Command plus, and let me show you what I'm typing using the, I think it's called keycaster. Yeah, it's there you go. We got keycaster going over here, and so this is a recursive function. And just to give you a quick reminder on merge sort, if you merge sorts works by splitting the array recursively. So if you have an array, let's say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, what it does is it will recursively split it in smaller arrays. So 5, 4, 3, and then on the other side we'll do whatever, 2, Jesus, 2 and 1, and then same thing, we'll split it again, and here we'll split again. So I think we'll do 5 and 4 and another array with just this one element, and on this side you'll get 2 and then 1, and the last iteration will just give you 5 and 4, and then that's it. It's all split. We just add these arrows, so-called arrows, here. To comment a line, you just press Command backslash. I didn't want. Yeah, there you go. And then what it does is it will merge all the leaves using a merge array function. So meaning it will merge. So merge all. Do you call it a leaf? Yeah, merge our leaves using merge array. So what it will do is it will merge 4 and it will merge, so merge 5 and 4 in order. So this is, so this merge array function is what actually sorts the what actually sorts the array. So it will just give you one array, 4 and 5. And then you're going to merge 4 and 5 with 3, and then this gives you 3, 4, 5. And then merge 3, 4, 5 with oh, wait. So we merged the stuff on the left. Now we need to merge the stuff on the right. So you gotta merge 2 and 1. So that's 1, 2. And then you do the big merge where you merge 3, 4, 5 with 1 and 2. So you get that. So this is where you get your actual sorted array. So let me translate this into code. So recursively split input in half. Just move this to the top a little bit. Command B to hide the sidebar, and increase font size. And now we're going to so get the length of the array, of the vector, sorry. Length. Oh, this is not doing any code completion, and that's because the file is not linked. So to link the file, we need to go to main.rs, and you notice how I used Command Shift P to Command Shift P it opens this command palette with all the commands that are available. Or you can do Command O. Oh, Command O is something else. Yeah, Command Shift P, and then you type the file that you want to go to. And then in Rust, we need to define the module before we get code completion. So the module is called merge. Now we gotta go, okay, now we have a couple of tabs open. How do we switch between tabs? You use Control. So Control 1, 2, 3. We don't need this stupid welcome, so we do Command W to close it. And now I'm just going to return an empty vector so that the compiler shut up about the errors. So let's actually split it. So half equals to length divided by 2, and then the left array equals to input what are we going to do? We need to recursively split input in half. Yeah, so this is the left, like the left slice will be input from the beginning of the array until half, and it will be a non-inclusive slice. And then the right slice will be input from half until the end of the array of the vector. Keep saying array, but it's a vector. And then we need to run merge sort on each half. So we'll need to do left, so sorted left array. I keep saying array. Vector. We don't need to keep saying vector or array, the name of the variable. Well, this is our recursive function to sort the left slice, and sorted right equals to merge sort of the right slice. And then we said we need to merge all this stuff. So to merge it, we need to declare another function called merge that takes sorted left and sorted right as input. And this actually will just return the sorted array, the final sorted vector. This is gonna be fun. listening to me say array over and over, but yeah, sort the vector. So let's declare the merge function. It can be a private function because the only function that cares about the merge function should be this merge sort algorithm. So we're going to say merge left vector of i32s and then right. I don't like when text is too close to the bottom. Right vector of i32. And this is going to also return a new vector. So it's important to mention that this algorithm does not work in place. Instead, we are going to create a new vector and return it. And I want to write this function using test-driven development. And to that effect, we need to create a test. So we are going to use the config macro to say, hey man, only run blah 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 blah. Shut up, you don't know. We're going to make it so that we're going to create a module called test that will be executed only when you're in test mode. And to define a new test, we use the test macro and we say test merge sort happy path. So I always recommend that you create a happy path function where you just test the simplest scenario. So in this case, the simplest is to say, okay, so if I have an array which is I don't know, 5 4 3 2 1, I want an expected output of 1 2 3 4 5, and then I'm going to use the expect equal function to compare input versus, well, we need to actually call the function. So let actual output, again, I don't like working at the edge of the screen. Actual output equals to merge sort, and then we pass input, and we assert equal. So we assert that the actual output corresponds to the expected output, and we need to probably import merge sort. I don't know how to look at errors. How do I look at an error without hovering it? Let's see. Is that under debug? Step over, show hover. Okay. K, command K, command I. That's pretty complex. Command K, command K, command I. Yeah. Command K, command I, so that you actually hover. It's like this triggers the same function that is like if you put the mouse on top of the error. That's pretty interesting. Learn something. Considering importing this, so it doesn't see where merge sort is, so we need to say uSuper, and I'm just going to say uSuperstar, uSuperstar, so that you get access to all the functions in the parent scope. Now we are going to run this, and okay, this is actually very important, guys. We are using the Rust Analyzer plugin to execute our Rust code. So initially, when you create a new project, Rust Analyzer does not define a shortcut for the run command. So you need to do that yourself. And what you do is you press Shift Command P, and then because I've been messing with this for a while, it shows right there on top, Rust Analyzer run. But what you have to do is actually define your own shortcut. As you can see, I defined Shift Alt Command R for running my code. You need to define your own. So you need to come here, come here, and type it yourself. Boom. Yeah, I know, I defined it. So right now it's complaining because it's telling me that there's one existing command that has this key binding. No, yeah, no shit, I defined it, so it's all good. So you have to do that on your own. And then after you do that, you can come here, and press your custom defined command, and you see that actually the compiler is pretty angry because we are trying to pass a slice. We are trying to pass a slice where we expect a vector. So I know it's a little bit wasteful, but for now I'm just going to do this. And you know how I roll. I like getting things to work first, and then I like to get things to work first and then iterate on it. Let's see what the error is here. So Command K, Command I, this size for values, blah 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 blah. Okay, I need to borrow it. Sure, I'll go ahead and borrow it. So quick fix command dot, do it. No, I don't want to use stupid compilot. Just want to use what you already told me I have to do. Command K, Command I. How do I apply the suggested fix? I'm telling you, man, all this stupid AI stuff. This does not require AI. Okay, cool. So we made the compiler happy. Then let's run our command again. Shift and so Shift Command Alt I, no, Shift Command I R. Let's see what we got here. Running command fail. Why? What's the problem? Running one test has overflowed the stack. Yes, Jesus. Okay, we overflowed the stack. God damn. How did we do that? Oh, okay. Okay, so we screwed up here because this recursive function doesn't have a termination condition. It will recurse forever. So the termination condition should be that if if length is less or equal to 1, then you're done. You found it. You just return the input, right? And then let's test it. Let's run it again. I know it's not gonna work, but it's not. Right now we just got an infinite loop error. Right now we should just get a regular error. Right. So now it failed again, but that's okay. So it failed again, but we didn't get this like infinite loop error. So we're good. Now let's implement merge. So merge is interesting because we need to iterate through left and right. We need a few variables. First, we need a merged array, which is mutable. We need a mutable variable to save the output of this, and then we need to like move. We need to move between the two arrays, left and right, using 2 indexes. So left index equals 0, and right index, which equals 0 as well. And then we're going to iterate through these things while left index is less than left.length, and right index is less than right.length. And we are going to like depending of which value is smaller, that's the value that we are going to push first into the array. So remember that merge should return a sorted array. As a matter of fact, just to show you one more shortcut, here I call this a merged array, but actually I want to call it sorted array. And then maybe it's a vector. There you go. All right, cool. So let's implement this. If left at did something stupid. If left at left index is less than right at right index, then I want to push the left element. So sorted push left index. Cool. Wow, this helper text is so huge. And then we want to increment left index. There's no I just learned that there's no plus operator in Rust, so let's just use plus equal 1. Else we're going to push an element from the other vector. Okay, one of these days I'm going to say vector. Plus equal 1. Okay, this is our base scenario, and there's still a bug. I know this algorithm, so there's a bug, but I want to run it just like this so that you see what the bug is. So let's create a test for our merge function. So test merge function, and we are going to pass a left array with 3 and a 4, and a right array with a 5 and a 6, whatever, it doesn't matter. So what we expect, so expected output is that the expected output is that merge, not expected output is 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Merged array. Let's see what we get. So actual merge left, right, and then assert equal left, right, and we're gonna run this. What's the issue here? K. No. We do command ki borrow value. Where am I moving it? Oh yeah, dummy. What I want, what I need to compare is expected output versus actual. Then run it. Let's see what the error is. So the error is that we only, in the test merge function, we only like did half the job. We did not add all the elements from the right array, and that's because this condition here, we ran out of elements from one of the arrays before we were done. Okay, so we need to add a couple more while loops here. While left index is less than left dot length, then we're just going to push all the elements here. Sorted dot push left at left index, and then left index plus equal 1. Done. And also for the right array, right index is less than right length. Okay, sorted dot push. We're going to push the right element, right index plus equal 1. Let's run it again. Run it again. Oh, I can just run this one function. So test merge function. That's cool. That's neat, because I don't want to run all the I know the other one is gonna fail because I'm not done with it yet, I think. Okay, so we got that one test to pass. And actually, I think we're done because, yeah, by fixing the merge, I think we fixed the algorithm itself. Yeah. Okay. Test. Yep. We got all tests to pass. So this is pretty good. So hopefully you see the value of using shortcuts. I think we were moving pretty fast, and also the fact that I'm using a kinesis advantage too helps a lot. So check this out. Like, this piece of plastic changed my life. This is like a fine keyboard, my friends. It's a little bit pricey, but it's worth every penny. Now, let me go ahead and make this even better. So here you notice that we are using, we are defining the type of the elements that we want. And that's fine, but wouldn't it be great to use generics such that this function works not only for i32s or integers with 32-bit integers, but wouldn't it be great if it will work for all kinds of types? So to accomplish that, we need to say use. So the type, we are going to define that this function will accept values of type T, where T implements a couple of traits: order and happy. That's what we need. And provided, I think I didn't put the generics in the right spot. That's what it is. So here we're saying T has to implement the order and the copy traits. And why do we need the order trait? So that we can compare down here, line 35. That's why we need the compare trait, and copy, because here, when we are accessing the values, we're actually copying them. I don't feel proud of it, but that's what we're doing. So let's just implement generics down here as well. Generics. More generics. All the generics. Did I stop calling these things arrays? I don't know. We'll see when I'm editing. Let's see. How many times can you call something an array when it's actually a vector? Jesus. Okay, let's add a couple more tests, because this is like the happy path. So let's run it. Okay, those tests are passing. Let's add a couple more other scenarios. And I'm going to do that using Copilot so that you see the power. Literally, you don't need a human for this. Enable completions. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell Copilot a couple of scenarios that I want to cover, and Copilot will generate the code. And I don't care that it's not like the old style way of doing things. I don't care. I want to move forward. I want to be on the bleeding edge and get caught. I want to use the latest technology always. So test, merge, sort, empty input. And it already figured it out. Yeah. So great. So as you can see, the GitHub Copilot figured out most of it. I just need to specify a type to make generics happy. Okay, an array with a single element. So as you can see, like GitHub can like generate all these test scenarios for you, and they all make sense. All these test scenarios that it's generating, they're all good. Test array with duplicates. Okay, let me just quality check the test cases that it generated. Yeah, this looks good. Test merge started. Yeah, this is all fantastic. Let's run it. Boom. It's just that easy. So hopefully this helps you to see my workflow as a staff engineer using a bunch of shortcuts, using AI as well sometimes, and using generics. Let me know if this is helpful. Give me a like, a comment. This will encourage me to create more of these videos.